Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to our wonderful Empire Total War playthrough. So, in the last episode, we began on plight as Germany, or Prussia. And while we didn't have a hugely busy episode, we did end up having a bit of a scrap, and we're now currently at war with Poland. So now we're on the process of, well, winning the war against Poland, and I'm probably going to try and amalgamate some of the units here. Some of these units did unfortunately get slapped around a bit too much. I will also fix up you, because you are a very nice cavalry unit. And yes, can I replace you? Yes, brilliant. So at the moment we're just replacing all of our units, and we're trying to retrain them up. We've got some 2 units over in the Königsberg region as well, so that's going to be fine. Poland suffered quite a bit, which is quite nice. And we're also in the process of trying to get some information. We're trying to see if we can get some other rewards out of going to war with Poland. And I'm thinking what would probably be a good thing to do is possibly, what would possibly be a really good thing is either knocking out, maybe doing a quick land grab and grabbing Poland's Warsaw capital. We neutralize the capital. Poland's going to be rolling out of Lithuania, Wallachia, and Ukraine. Which, while that isn't exactly... Oh, and they've still got some territories to the east as well, but yeah. The point is, we still got... While they won't be as strong... While they will still have some, presence in Europe, they won't be nearly as strong. And, of course, Poland is... Warsaw is their capital. So, the hope is we can do something with that. But we were able to get the first blow in the war and get some much-needed cash. Though, admittedly, we're not going to probably be able to see much of a return of that until the Agro-War period. Ah, yes. And our ship has now finally left the region of Europe and is due to investigate the Bahajars region. And hopefully, once we've stabilized things in Europe, we can potentially launch an invasion of this trading area. Because in the East Indies, we've got new terrain. And as such, we have an opportunity to potentially make a large amount of cash, which could help fund our wars in Europe.
Have written a letter of...
Well, of course they're going to complain, but do I give a fuck? Letter of demands. Ah, yes, the rather posh people have stated that we're not very inclined to it. Yes, well, it's not, unfortunately, I don't give the slightest of fucks. So, anyway. Our armies shall march on. Right, so they've gathered up some of the reserves alongside their big town infrastructure, but methinks we should try. No, then again, they do have some reinforcements now. I think the Poles have definitely reacted quickly to this, and I think we should definitely consider popping them off. We're not at war with any of these guys, so our eastern flank should be secure. Right. We need to probably be aware of some of these things. Try and see if we can do something useful here. Primarily, give me information. Smallpox inoculation. Wonderful. Yeah, well, obviously they're going to be on strike. They're going to be fine. And sort of regain mobility. Ah, it's better than nothing. I'd rather have people not be pissed. Well, they're already going to be pissed at me, so I suppose I should just probably do this and get the army set up. And then these guys, Mr... Ooh, what's his name? Alexander Zudonaha Schlottbitten. I'm just going to call him Alexander. And Leopold. So Alexander and Mr. Alexander and Mr. Leopold are doing their thing. Our nation... the area in our nation is a little bit vulnerable. I'm not going to lie. And they are probably going to try and make a push to this sort of thing. So I should focus on trying to neutralize whatever army regiments we have. So you want to fight? I guess they can't fight. Well, this is a nice little conflict that we can sprouse up. Yeah, this doesn't surprise me. While the young fight and die, all the rich posh bastards sit around and have some jolly old scotch. You see that explosion, Timothy? Yes, I did. It was very lovely. Oh, look at that explosion. Yes, you see the person flying in the air. Yes. Right. We're going to try and advance and see... Oh, they get the advantage of the decent terrain this time, it would seem. Terrain's a little less forgiving, shall we say. So I'm going to try and go with... Right. Yes. So we're going to have to try and see if we can get... Well, they don't have good terrain, and it's only 2 regiments of infantry. Oh, fuck, I can't move this stuff. I forgot you can't do it in this game. No. Right. Oh, fuck. I'm going to have to specifically build my army in regiments and units again. God damn it. Right, that's fine, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. I will have you boys deploy or watch the position. Cavalry will be alongside guarding. I'm not anticipating these guys doing much impressiveness. I'm going to move my cannon into a position along here, and I'm going to just have these dudes. Apologies if you hear anything in the background. And now they got to camp. Apologies. Now they got to camp. They've set up a couple of stakes, which is the first intelligent thing they've done so far. They got... Oh, they do have some... Oh, they do actually have some decent-looking line infantry. Right, okay. Okay. So my plan is fairly simple. We're going to try and just slowly but surely nudge up towards the front, pew-pew a few rounds, and see what happens. Basically, poke them and see what happens. We'll leave the guns protected. The infantry will move up and provide some cover. If you want to open up. I don't think you'll be in range. Oh, you will be. Okay. Right, you three boys will form up defensively. Now, if these guys just want to chill and get shot to shit, I will be more than happy to oblige them. Not the best of terrains, is it? No, not quite. I'm a little bit reluctant to have dudes pushing up on the left side, so I might reevaluate and position these boys along here instead. So we can mitigate the shitty terrain, whilst also ensuring that we don't end up wasting men's lives. Not really an improvement, is it? Not really. It's mainly just to avoid getting slapped in the back of the head by one of them cannonballs. All I'll say. But if the cannon can do some good, then the cannon can at least destroy some of these dudes. I mean, they've already killed a couple of the guys, and I'm adamant in terms of forcing them to push. Though, admittedly, these are the most primitive cannon we have at the moment, so... we're not in range of the other dudes, and they're currently being told to do stuff, and I'm thinking the AI is kind of struggling at this point, so methinks we should possibly shore up a little bit. Right. If you rearrange the angle a bit. This does one of two things. The first is it gives me the ability to shift my main focus of the line to avoid friendly fire. And second, this gives me the ability to kind of do my favorite tactic, which is the scissors movement. Which is the scissors move. It is immensely satisfying. Oh, they're moving. Double time it, lads. Yep, there they're going. Double time it. Well, I say scissors. The curve. So as you can see, all of these guys are in a nice little bow. Yeah, the bow, the curve. Trying not to make it sound like some stupid edgelord sort of thing. Like, oh, this is the curve. Feuer Heinstein. Yeah, you can't see shit. I'm not pushing you up. Yeah, the main intention here, of course, is quite simply to give these wankers as much shot as possible. I think they keep struggling to reform, which is just giving me free shots. It's fine by me. I'm happy to happy to... Don't you dare. I saw the flash of white, and I'm like, no, I did not see that. We're still suffering some casualties, unfortunately, but... Has very good sound effects. Oh, they're retreating. Ah! Go mad. Right. Right, slightly risking it for a biscuit, considering how you are now directly in the line of fire. Ooh, I saw that! Beautiful! Absolutely beautiful. Well done. Yeah, they're gone. I'm going to cut the music down slightly. And we're just going to enjoy the sound effects of multiple muskets going off. Well, they're coming back. Beautiful. And these guys are getting absolutely annihilated. Gone. And that's them destroyed. And these guys are broken. Nice. So we did suffer some casualties, but I would say not nearly as many as they did. And more importantly, yeah, 59 versus 800. We annihilated them. Beautiful. Absolutely. Blech. Stab. Nice. So that's a pretty good thing. And we were able to, most important of all, get some rather nice vengeance. Actually, fuck it. You boys, along with you, charge up. Right. You two, hop in this army. Lovely. Right. You're not quite in position to attack the city. And we don't know quite what we're going to do. But considering that these guys are possibly... Well, they're definitely screwed up. There's a lot of dudes in this army. We are just in range to make a pull? I don't know, maybe. But, of course, we might sustain heavy casualties. But, fuck it. Let's go for it. Building, ancillary gained. New building exploders. Right, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, that's brilliant. Yes! Oh, God, yes. Yes, good job. I'm just... Okay, so the reason why I'm a little bit edgy, for those who aren't too sure what's going on, this particular mod... really reinforces the importance of, well, this mod, from what I gather, in the way that from what I've had in the overview, I'm fairly start again. I'm nervous for risking my army too quickly because the vibe I get from this game, the vibe I get from this mod is we're all about trying to preserve, to making the climactic battle, as it were. So having a mod, having a battle, like unnecessarily risking my troops, trying to gain some sort of minor advantage, could result in something of a could result in something of a major disaster. Like an entire war could go to shit if I fuck up a battle due to the realism side of things. You know, it would take a long time to recover. So rather than risk losing, so we've got 1, 2, 3, a little edge on 1. So yeah, so the main intention here is if we can try and win this battle without suffering too many casualties and whittling down the enemy's reserves, that's going to give us something to really work with. So, right, I'll have my own little reserve group. Normally I'm not so, right, and go. Nice, nice, nice. You know what, I might send the smaller unit. Right, you will push to the left. You boys will push up. There we go. And then you boys will push up that way. You. Not really a good position. I mean, you can take cover behind the wall, but I don't think there'll be much point. You boys will basically push up on the left flank. You'll take reserve line. See what we can do with this. We can do hopefully a nice amount of damage to these guys. No, so the main intention I want to have here is I want to whittle down Poland's army as much as we can without risking too much without risking my forces, because obviously if the Poles decide to make... And, you know, the Poles are currently sending reinforcements up. They are moving their troops. Double time it. Looks like they're making the pull. So you need to make a push through into here. Double time it. You will act as reserve. Double time it. Okay, slight downside. We are going to be giving them the opportunity to get shot. Oh. Perfect. There we go. Can we risk it? I'm not feeling super confident with them being so close. I'll be honest with you. Do you want to double time it around to the left flank? Right, they're completely gone. We've got a majority of shots going into that on the left flank, so they're going to hopefully go down fairly quickly. And there we go. It's fine. We're good for now. Okay, the left flank is collapsing completely, which is good. Really not a huge fan of the spacing in between these guys, I'll be honest with you. Does require a lot more micromanaging. Do we have shots? No, I didn't think so. Double time it, lads. Come on. But as long as you provide distraction. They're withdrawing. Double time the speed. We are going to suffer probably our largest amount of casualties in this initial charge. You set up spikes. Did you? Yeah, we suffered way too heavy casualties. point blank shots. That's going to be more or less. Nice. Oh. Somebody didn't like dying. Yeah, there we go. We suffered casualties, sadly. The Battle of the Bastille. But at the same time, we did do quite a nice level of damage to them, which I would say is a pretty good win. We did lose a lot of troops in comparison to what we caused them. But then again... Right, start making... Yeah, so now we need to make our way back. We can reinforce... Oh, okay. I'm kind of surprised that we can do that in enemy territory, but I ain't gonna complain. Now, the enemy could make a move towards East Prussia. There is always the possibility that they could do that. But I'm hoping they don't. Because that would suck. But more importantly, they only have one of each unit, more or less. They have a noble host and a powell. But more importantly, I'm threatening their capital, which, if we do... Ooh, recovery chance. That's pretty good. I'm very happy to report that. That's awesome. Right, Mr... Is it Alexander who's attacking? Or withdrawing? Yeah, it is. Alexander. Great. Well done, Mr. Alexander. You've done a fantastic job. I will give Leopold the chance to command and do some pretty dope stuff, but Alexander would appear to be the man for the job right now. So now we need to basically see if we can try and win a war or win the battle against Poland. Because they declared war on me, but I've been able to inflict some pretty nasty defeats on them. Nothing overwhelmingly, though. Ah, yes. They are going for... Yeah. Shit. I apparently have a chance. I don't think I personally have a great opportunity to win, considering they've got pikemen involved. I'm going to water resolve it and probably going to lose. I will take the win. I will take the fucking... Oh, really? That's fine. I will do that. I can take that. Sure. Oh no, my nation, grr. But that's fine. Because I'll take Poland. I said, I'll take Warsaw.
There has been an eruption of national pride in your home region following your victories on the field of battle. Every time a battle is won, or a territory conquered, the populace become more fervent in their support of the war. This is indicated by increased happiness.
she's like, oh! Yeah, Prussia has done well, and we've got a gentleman from it as well. Wonderful. Right, speaking of which, get the fuck over there. Run! I don't want to lose you. By the grace of the Golden Throne, I do not want to lose you. Right, okay. We could... Well, to be fair, yeah, Warsaw is quite occupied. Does have a large amount of things. We could possibly do it if we didn't want to risk losing some stuff. But instead, what I shall do is I shall move to a defensive position inside here. Because I think if we take the piss and attempt to do anything too much, I would think we would be in a we would be in a potentially risky position. And considering we've got some dudes here that are prepared, and we've got an army over here that are going to struggle, rather than risk it. Speaking of which, have we got, we do. Nice. 28 gun frigate brig, and there's nobody trading here. Raj Palace. They will probably get, yeah, they probably will get all the fancy pants stuff, but we can land troops. Unless we can't land troops, but... Yeah, well, I should be able to see that. Right, okay. We have an idea as to what was going on. I mean, we could permanently leave this ship to just chill here for the time being. Because obviously then we can get a constant stream of... You know, I will do that. So, yes. And more importantly, we have a gentleman who... I love this thing. It's just he's just looking at it like Chad, man. Dun, 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 Chad, man. No, 3-color printing. Oh, wonderful. 3 colors. Isn't this lovely? What was the did we? Oh, yeah. Like, sabotaged. Motherfuckers. Goddamn rakes. Right, now, we're going to hold the line, get some reinforcements into East Prussia, and then try and boot these wankers out. Austria, I'm not liking being so... how would you call it? Right, I'm going to recruit some troops in yeah. Being a Prussian... Can I rename a regiment? Where's the... Yeah, there we go. Brandenburg, Bavarian. That's what I want to do. I want to Bavarian the Brandenburgen. What's the attrition? Attrition. Oh, it's a regiment of horse. Eh? Must be like a line, elite. You know what? I won't risk it because we get like the fifth cavalry. There we go. There we go. And then, of course, we can just chill here. Do we need... Yeah, we don't get the option... Oh, yeah, we do get the option. Wait, oh, yes, line infantry. Right. Have a look, see. Line infantry. First regiment of foot. Can I name them? Oh, you bet your fucking ass I can name it. Right. Right. Right, we're going to be naming our first legion, our first unit. Well. Oi. Game. Right. Right, if you bear with, I just want to quickly... Yeah, okay. That's... Right, that's what we got. Right, right. I saved this from the video, so... Oh, last loyal legion. There we go, mate. The last loyal legion. That is going to be a regiment that I intend to do... It's already done some pretty solid service, but I intend to take it to grander and more exciting things. So that regiment will never be destroyed. Very bold claim. Like it will, I will not dismember. Oh, for God's, why dismember? Disperse. That's the word I was looking for. Like you know what I mean. Christ, I can't speak today. Anyway, more importantly, we need to get these guys reinforced more than anything. Admiralty? It does give us that, which, if I'm not mistaken, if we're going into our research and technology, which we're making good progress on, by the way. Social contracts.
Gives information about...
And I will probably go for this next. And that as well. Oh, no. Shit. That would be useful. And then this is also quite useful. 5% research rate, which is going to make things a little faster. The thing is, by getting the college... so by getting the college built, I aim to at least... so by getting the college built, we can then focus on obviously expanding and exploring more options towards building, building up our reserve, shall we say. Because once we have that, then we can build that. It's not cheap, but then it gives us the advantage in terms of technology. Then once we get that sorted, well, whilst we're getting that sorted and when it does improve, we can then go towards more economic sort of sides. Because at the moment, we've got a big advantage in military. The military advantages is pretty solid. Like, we've got light artillery regiment, which gives us the canister shot. Yeah, 12-pounder gun with 12-pounder gun with a few things. And we need to build the great arsenal and explosive shells. Howitzers will be lovely. Naval shore facilities and everything else will give us the ability to expand our naval, which is going to be quite important, as well as since it does reduce the upkeep of our navies just a bit. So there are some very useful options here. It's just unfortunately we will need to spend some time building that up. I'm surprised Berlin doesn't have that. For some reason Königsberg is my capital, which I'm kind of surprised. Kind of. Unless Berlin is just... I suppose Berlin wouldn't be the capital, but I've always just assumed it was because it is in our... Well, in today's times at least. And we might as well fix that, yes. As well as... the populace aren't too happy, but the more wars we win, the better, the happier they will be, and the more I can tax them. But anyway. The leader Britishman came out. Right. You're no longer allied with the Poles, is that right? You are. Well, fuck a duck. We'll deal with it. Once we... Okay, so yeah, I'll probably make the save as well. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to try and... once that's sorted... Once I've reinforced my armies, I'll be able to clear out the remaining Poles from the region and probably make a move towards Warsaw. We grab Warsaw, we nuke a pretty significant aspect to the Poles' defense. But obviously, right now, there's a giant army out there that's occupying my base at the moment. So, if we could destroy them, that'll be useful because then, of course, we can set the initiative.
The riot in this region has grown into an armed rebellion. There is no more time to negotiate a peaceful solution. Send troops in at once to defeat the rebels.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Oi. Where's that school? Oh, it's over there. Do 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 do. Do they get more troops? No, I don't think they do they? No. I'm not getting much in terms of those guys, but I will recruit. Is there a difference in terms of upkeep? Like 10. But it adds up. I will recruit one more unit of regiment. Right, how are you guys diddling? You're not really doing well, are you? Well, at least not in the same realms. How's these guys? Are they all joined up? They are all joined up, which does give me a rather intriguing opportunity. Also, can I kill you? I can't assassinate him. Damn. That's kind of irritating. Right, well, time to go do some fuckery behind their line, shall we? Might do the same as well. Oh, can I fuck over with that army? Is there a reason why I want to do that? Well, fuck it.
Clicking on the infiltrate button.
Okay. They're pretty terrible. No melee defense whatsoever, and their accuracy is pretty piss poor to start with. Well, they could go for Berlin, which is a little concerning. But then they probably want to just reclaim Poland. Right, how are we diddling with our troops? They've definitely probably have not regenerated their armies. They've got 2 regiments of pike, which is not good. They do have cannon. As do I. We do have more ranged units, though admittedly this is the early war. There are a couple of militia. Not a lot of troops, like combat troops. So I could make a push, but I do also have a rather large amount of troops who don't have the ability to replen. Yeah. We need all the troops we can get. So I wanna wait a little bit longer. Can I request a trade agreement?
Option. A new trade route has been opened between the ports of your home region and those.
Okay, so we've got trade. Oops. Whoops. 3-color printing. Okay, 1702. Right, that's fine on that pun. If we can kill these people, then that'll be nice. And then the agent, Mr. Rake. You want to pop out again? They probably will do some raids or what have you, but I don't see any reason to pull out and attack them now, because again, if they just want to push to my town, sure, let them try. Right. If we do... Yeah, you know what? Everyone except you, because the rest of them are within reason, go push. Yeah, that's what I thought. Not a very strong regiment or groups. They do have 2 generals units and a couple of cavalry, so they do out-cavalry us, if it will. But we have more cannon, and we have more ranged troops than they do. They have only pike units to deal with, which I can obviously shoot the shit out of. Soldier bold and uses war drum to use towards alarms, but when the cannon shell took off his leg and so he laid down his arms. Huh. Sweet. Okay. We're good. I'd say we're good. We're good? Not really. And I once again do this wonderful turning this down. I mean, the terrain is not too bad. I mean, we do have a favorable position here on the top of the hill. Ish. just maybe a smidge. Oh. Wait, that's their deployment. Wait, what? Are you serious? We're right next to each other. Jesus Christ. Sorry, okay, I totally did not understand. I thought that was like the edge of my deployment. Didn't realize that was the edge of the entire map. Jesus. Okay, that's really close. Right. It's a little concerning. Well, I don't want to spawn right next to them and they basically come slap me in the face, because their big advantage in this battle will be the ability to slap me in the face with their pikes. So, metaphor, phrasing. But what I will do is instead set up my cannon slightly further back to begin with, and then we'll just nudge further forward along here. Last Loyal Legion, taking pride in place. Because it's just, I'm totally anticipating some kind of fuckery to occur here. So rather than risk it for a biscuit, might as well take the opportunity to chill and not risk unnecessarily the largeness of our army. And it is quite a dangerous thing as well. No, I'd say we're fine. I may be overthinking things a bit, but I'd rather not take the chance. Yep, I thought as much. Right. Double fucking time it. Right, have you boys... Shit. Spread out. Spread the cavalry out. Shit. Get the commander spread as well. Get me counter battery fire. I need that artillery neutralized as soon as humanly possible. Right, cavalry. Counter their cavalry. All their general's bodyguard just got wiped! Right, there goes their general, which is going to be quite nice. And the other general is also going to croak it as well. I am happy. Actually, no, you need to pay to the right. Keep shooting them. Right, we've neutralized a large portion of the cavalry. That's a pretty decent... yeah, that's a pretty decent cavalry counter. Very decent. Their army is definitely going to be on the more fucked side, though. Right, they're gone. Yeah, they're completely gone. These guys did suffer some pretty nasty casualties, though. Artillery, keep firing. I only have 2 cannons to begin with. Yeah, without the commanders, they're fucked. Nice, good shit, good shit. Right, did I do... wait, is that all their general's cavalry dead? No, not all of it. Right. Shit, the pikemen are on the left flank. This is where it gets interesting. The pikemen are going to do quite well, will naturally do some pretty nasty levels of damage. And they'll have a better combat against those dudes. So we'll have to see. Come on, Legion, do me proud. That's fine. I don't mind you luring these guys away, seriously. I do not mind you luring them. These guys are going to struggle. Come on, Legion, do me proud. There's more music than fucking battle sounds. Right, these guys can hopefully withdraw. The charge will do me proud. They're withdrawing good. Right. You guys, double time it to the right and do some good. Yeah, knock that cannon crew out, if you please. They're shattered, they're shattered. Regroup. Yeah, don't let the pikemen escape, is all I'm going to say. Oh, they actually properly got him. Okay. Get in, lads. Yeah, you guys definitely deserve a reward for that one. Right, 10 dudes come over to the far side. Actually, if we kill them in the field, then we annihilate them all, don't we? I think, maybe? I can't remember what the logic was, but I definitely want to personally ensure the deaths of a large portion of that group of soldiers. Right, I'm going to quit the battle and see what happens. So, decisive victory. So that sounds like we're going to get a nice win out of that one, that's for sure. Reap the blessings of the freedom must make men undergo the fatigue of supporting it. Yes. So we have annihilated the opposing forces there. Poland has suffered a major defeat. And more importantly, we have been able to successfully counter... Right, undo that, and then you do this. Perfect. We can't afford it, but we've won. Good. Good. Right. Now we will see what happens once we have this regiment, or the rebels. I'm a little concerned as to what Austria's doing. Because Austria is at war with a lot of nations. Though then again, Austria could... Oh, really? Course. And... no, I'm gonna decline.
Population growth is slow in this region due to high taxation of the lower orders. Without a steadily expanding population, villages will not grow, limiting future building potential.
Right, they're not going to risk attacking this location, so I'm going to send this army to support... Well... Yeah. Before I do anything... Good job. We gain a bonus attacks income. Nice. Enemy raid has occurred here, which doesn't entirely surprise me. Intellectual advance. Fantastic. Now we just have to wait until that happens. More importantly, we've got this going. And next we will need physio. Actually, no. This one. Yeah, this one. So this one's the next intellectual advance, which will give us some stuff. Building has been constructed in Germany and Berlin, which is brilliant. And we've been able to recruit a couple more regiments in Berlin as well to provide some additional defenses and research points in terms of aligning. Yes, fantastic. So there's a whole host of good stuff as well, which I myself are quite happy to see. And now we make the pull to fixing as much as we can. Right, charge. We've got reinforcements coming from behind us as well, and then we can obviously deal with that. We will be struggling a little bit with troops in terms of casualty figures because, yeah, I'm probably going to hold off. I'm probably going to hold off these guys, and I'll probably put them in reserve alongside the Loyal Legion. They'll be in reserve alongside, just because I don't want to waste the regiment. But yeah. Well, Mr. John Cleats, you have definitely earned yourself in history, because I now heard of your quote. You have made it. Right, we're doing some pretty good job here so far. So, if we can deal a significant amount of damage to the Poles, and obviously win the battle against these rebels, we should be able to solidify our position, and thus make a major push towards knocking out. Alright, we've got reinforcements coming from behind, so I am thinking the cannon needs to go here. And as per usual, there we go. And then, so you and you will chill behind the cannon. You will take a defensive position here. You will take a defensive position here. You will take a defensive position here. You will take a defensive here. And then the officer will chill here. And the cannon will start shooting, and the reinforcements will start coming from a far away location. Shit. So at the moment my army is more or less having to deal with that again. Though then again, we will probably have to deal. We will probably have to. Though then again, we do have the advantage of having a decent quality army in comparison to what these guys may have. I might have to use these guys. Right, Legion, you're going to be on the left, and you come in. Leopold, welcome to the front. So glad to have you. Looks like the Polish are taking their sweet time, but that's fine. I'll form up the cavalry, because you guys can probably form here and do some good. Cannon, I'm just going to leave you in reserve. You guys chill in the forest and do what you want to do. We'll deal with this. I'm thinking if we can combine the cavalry forces up a bit on the right flank, they can basically provide. Nice, good kill. They can basically provide. Actually, question: can you shoot these guys? Because depending on how you can, this might be very, very profitable. And then basically, we'll wait until these reinforcements come through, which finally they do. Fantastic. Right, I'm gonna have you boys move up into a decent cavalry. To a decent protective cover. Oh, that's good. If that were but to the right. Yeah, so taking the slow walk today, but the hope is once we get this going, other regiment of cavalry will basically actually fuck it. We'll move you and you slightly further to the right, and basically you guys are going to keep pushing up The cannon has an infinite ammo as well. I never understood what the logic was that they had for the ammo situation. I really don't get it. Oh, is that it? Shit, that's it. Right, cavalry. I think you might be carrying this one, I'll be honest with you. So, I don't know, the cannon's doing a pretty good job. And they're bringing in the reserves. Oh, no. They're making a move. They're making a move. Right, yeah, we've already got combat. Right. Double time it. Hello. Looks like Legion's once again going to be thrown into the thick of it. Well, if there's one thing I will say, Mr. Ronin, your regiment is going to be quite a combat experienced one. Right, these guys have no melee defense whatsoever. The main advantage these guys will have is the fact that they have a shitload of troops. And there's another regiment which we're going to be immediately focused on. These guys are just going to keep doing what we can. If we can keep killing them. If they've routed, they have routed. Brilliant. Right, focus on neutralizing that eastern flank, and then we can try and mitigate some of these regiments. These guys are just sticking in there, which I'm happy about. Oops, not what I intended. Are they aiming at the wrong regiment? Doesn't matter too much. We can deal with that. Nice little bit of combat veterans. Right, go have fun. They're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! Well, at least my troops will have some combat experience, that's for sure. Right, one of yous will go off and murderize that regiment. The other one will not deviate and murderize that other regiment rather nicely. Right, the main incentive here is we want to annihilate and then basically destroy the entire army. Like, I'd like to completely and utterly annihilate this army in one fell swoop. Oh, good. Their general died. Good to know. It's pretty much the entire army gone at this point. They're going to... In another world, I would speak English. Right. We're applying the trade of death with them, and they are definitely... They're more receptive to this particular trade. Ronin's gonna charge in. He's gonna fucking kill them. I mean, these guys are gonna definitely be replenished, more or less. Yeah, they're routing. Kinda figured as much. Right, you two, fire Einstein. As the regiment that has suffered the least amount of casualties, we will need to knock them out. Right. And once again, I think maybe we need to kill them. Maybe we don't. I'm not too sure. If they're in the map, yes, maybe. I don't know. I don't. You know, we didn't do the other one that time, so let's do it this time and get some proper dedicated kills. Sure, some of these regiments might break free and survive or do whatever, but. Right, we've done some pretty good jobs. Oh, nope. Right, get him. Heroic victory! Yes, we've won the day. This is some actually beautiful artwork, though. Like, I really do wonder, like, if this is genuinely how it works, then Jesus. Also, holy shit! we've done pretty well today. Unfortunately, the rebellious forces are still about, which is a little bit of a shame. But at least we can request reinforcements completely. So we made intellectual pursuits. Building has been constructed. Placement reports. But we have gained some much needed things, and some traits has been gained as well. So all in all, I would say we have done pretty nice. I think we have time for one more turn before we... this could be a risk. We do have a regiment or two. But then again, what I'll probably do is I'll swap these guys out. Foreign occupation. There's actually quite a fair amount of resistance to foreign occupation that's going to disappear very shortly. Hopefully. 156. Right, anyway. I'd say that's a pretty good win. We've been able to make some good wins on that one. I'll save here as well. And yeah, that's what happens in the next the next turn. We'll definitely need to do a slapdown on Poland. Like, we definitely will need to grab Warsaw. Of course. I mean, they're not hitting my main trade route, which I suppose I should be grateful for, but at the same time, it's like, come on. Grow a pair. Well, they want to try it, it would seem. They do indeed want to try it. We don't have any reinforcements, and we are now actually less troops, but this is a good opportunity to completely and utterly annihilate them, so I shall do so. We'll extend this episode slightly, as this is the early part of the campaign. Any solid victories we can gain that will guarantee victory shall indeed. Right. Oh, God. How close are... this is a river battle. Ooh. Okay. Very limited print, and we get to intercept them. Most intriguing. It's only a couple of locations, and I've not done these enough to really say what we can, but I'll be honest with you, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be an absolute douchebag. Right. I'll have you boys set up a defensive position across the rivers. And where's the other crossing? I assume over here? Yes, over here as well. Cannon will take up a defensive-ish position, most likely. So, one cannon regiment will target and deploy and do what they need to do. The other will do exactly the same from the other field. It's a very flat terrain here, which is completely beneficial to us. Cavalry will remain in a level of reservedness-ish, depending on what's going on. And you boys will now deploy in a way that allows me to defend this place whilst also dealing with... Right, double time it. Double time it. I don't know how this is going to work in terms of, like... I've never actually... to be fair, the amount of battles I've done in this game and the amount of river battles you do in this game is, like, seldom. Like, I don't seem to recall if I've actually done any main river battles at all. Like, it's very seldom. So, having the ability to do a river battle is a nice change of pace. It looks like they're going to be committing... they're going to do that thing where it's like, they're like, oh, I don't know. I mean, if they want to get shot to shit, I'll happily shoot them to shit. I am not above doing such things, for I am a merciful God. I am merciful. No. More importantly, I am determined to minimize my casualty intake as much as possible. If any of you guys are veterans of my channel, you may note that I do not like losing men. I like my pixel tripping to be as healthy as possible. And if that means I have to take forever to do a battle, but reduce the casualty intake to more or less 0%, I will gladly do so. Order always was one of the things I started to sort of say when I first did YouTube, because oh, you cheeky monkeys. We got 2 regiments shooting. No, we do not. They're on like the tippy toe edge. Right, we're going to slightly reposition our troops slightly. So it's going to be we're going to be at a bit of a disadvantage. But the intention is going to be that we're going to have you guys... Well, the intention will be that these guys will be... I will fucking time it. The intention will be that these guys will be... Last Loyal Legion. Again! I'm so happy I named this one that. Because the intention here is quite simply we need to do as much damage to these assholes as possible. We're worried about the artillery. Are they going to chill? Well, they're not. Right, you guys start shooting. And you guys start doing what you need to do. Alright, you line up a oh. Right, get yourself into position. Problem is we can't really cross one side or t'other without risking total annihilation from one other group, unless I specifically move the cavalry. I mean, I could specifically move the cavalry to the left, actually. Might be not a bad idea. Kind of want those guys to come back. Oh, no, they come. I mean, one regiment is definitely going to be taking an absolute plummeting. Now they're going to be focusing on the other stuff. You see, this is the problem. It's like we can't really focus on shooting. Like, we can't really focus on one or t'other group. Oh, hello. We've got a crossing attempt. This could be a problem. Very much a problem. Right. Right. Withdraw a bit. Sounds a bit weird, but... forcing these assholes to come in closer will mean we can do something like this. Okay, this regiment's going to take a slapping. Right. I'm going to have you boys move up to the left flank. You'll walk across that. Ceasefire and... ooh, did we get the general? We got him. Good shit. Good to know. And they've already routed. Cowards. I hadn't even set up with a flank attack yet. Fine, fuck it. Move across. Honestly. Right. General and staff will make a move towards crossing the river. Your job will be to try and get over there and kill the commanding officer a bit. Yeah, they're already shattered. I mean, I know they're low-quality infantry, like really low-quality infantry, but you'd think... I mean, no, it's significant enough. They lose their commander, they're going to take the shock, and they're going to rout. These guys are the slightly better quality troops, and obviously, depending on how long they last, European armed citizenry aren't going to do a lot, are they? Considering the likelihood. Oh no, they're wavering. They've returned. Oh shit. Shit. Oh no. Bugger. I did not want them to do that because now they're going to do a shitload of damage to my dudes. Sure, my cavalry will absolutely fuck them up, but at the same time, it's like, fuck. Not what I wanted. Right, cannon, ceasefire. General's going to become a war hero. Get some much needed revenge for that. Please tell me you're in range. Good. I'd be slightly concerned. You know, to be honest with you, I kind of feel... this sounds bad. I do feel that this is somewhat balanced. I'm not gonna... I don't think... I'm not having any major complaints. Yeah, I'll call it. Yeah, I definitely took some more casualties with the cavalry than I really wanted to. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. We completely annihilated a vast majority of the enemy and only suffered very minor casualties. But still... they're still alive. God damn it.
Slow in this region due to high taxation.
Okay, that's bad. And that's a lot of
Without
money.
a steadily expanding population, villages will not...
We do need to... Oh no! The Iroquois, of all the nations to die, the first one would be the one I played last. God damn it. Second line of foot. Redo the thingy. Right, yeah, you definitely need to, like, chill inside here. There you go. So... how many dudes are in there? Just the one, right? Oh, no, we've got a general and a couple of regiments, so you never know. That's something we're going to have to deal with. But yes, I'm going to call it on that one because we're over the hour recording. And there's not a lot of time left. Ah, good, good. Right. So, we have been successful in our endeavors to... well, at the moment we've been able to deal some pretty significant damage on that one. So, yes, I will call it, and thank you very much for watching. So, in the next episode, we will try and see if we can grab... well, I need to recover my units in West Prussia. Like, we need to spend at least 1 or 2 turns just chilling so I can replenish my stocks of troops. And then I'm going to try and see if I can make a push towards Warsaw. I'm going to use my rakes to provide intel about the region because I'm desperate to have that stuff. Warsaw looks pretty open at the moment. And better still, if we can... hell, I wouldn't mind having a free admiralty, I'll be honest with you. But no, let's have a look. The main intention, of course, is we need to see what kind of situation Poland has at the moment. And Poland is not in a very strong position. So if we are able to grab Warsaw, maybe we could even make a push towards Lithuania as well. Who knows? Depending on how lucky we are. But of course, you know, that does of course mean that the more time we spend grabbing the big cities, while Poland may no longer be in a strong position to launch any major offensives in the future, we will have to contend with basically shitting... oh, hello. Yeah, Poland... Austria is not doing well. If I'm fairly certain, Belgrade should technically be in Austrian hands, but it's not. Anyway, so yes, thank you very much for your time for watching this. And if you like this kind of content, let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Have a good one, guys.